Hello YouTube, this is Oasis Rising, and this is day 2 of Road to AdeptiCon. I realized in day 1 I didn't actually say what the heck I'm doing and why. So AdeptiCon is a wargaming conference in April, and it's going on in Chicago, which is reachable by car. It's still a long drive, but doable. So that's going on in April, which is, I think the website said 110 days away. So I have 110 days to prepare things for Adepticon. And the two things that I wanted to participate in were the Team Warhammer Fantasy Tournament and the Crystal Brush Competition. So for the team tournament, you need to build, or you and your teammate, need to have two 1,200 point armies. Those armies cannot have lords and no lord level characters, so that means that Griffin in the back I can't use. And I'm also questionable about this guy. There. Because he is technically a highborn, and that is a lord level character. So I'm not really sure about if I can use that model or not, because everything in the team tournament, or in the tournaments in general, has to be actually representative of their equipment and their model type. So I wouldn't be able to substitute these Illyrian Reavers as Dragon Knights. And I also wouldn't be able to say that in this unit of Illyrian Reavers that I have a standard bearer and musician, because the models don't represent that. They only represent the Harbinger. So that's going to be tricky. So I have to basically come up with my army list, and then teach my husband how to play so he can build his army list if he wants to join me. Luckily I have a head start on the painting, because the painting you can't just have unpainted models. So they don't allow proxies, and you need to have everything painted to at least 3 colors, I think. So I have a little bit of head start, but not much. The Dryads are painted really nice. I'm really proud of those. And the Sea Guard are almost done, but everything else is pretty barren. If I can use the Highborn as a noble, that would be wonderful. And I almost have all of the core guys built up, except for half of the Glade Riders and just 2 of the Glade Guard. So I have a lot of building left to do, a lot of painting left to do, and I have to be careful when I build, because I need to be able to accurately represent their equipment. So what else do I need to do? So you can't have any lords, but you can have battle standard bearers. Does anybody know? I guess I can just do some reading on what those guys do. That's probably a good thing to do. I haven't really read on it. And you have to have a theme for your army. So basically, backstory for the 2 armies and why the heck they joined forces. That should be pretty easy for the Wood Elves and High Elves. They share Great Eagles, so I could probably center a story around that. So that'd be kind of neat. And also, the Wood Elves are allowed a forest, so I need to build a forest. You have to provide your own. It's 1 6-inch forest. And you need to have a display for the army. So you get points based on your appearance of the armies. And if they're just sitting on a table like this, they won't get any points for appearance, or they'll just get like 1 base point. But if you have them built up on a diorama, then you'll get full points. So there's actually only like 30% of the points allocated based on how well you battle. And there's some extras for like battle objectives and things like that. But most of it is sportsmanship and how well you present your army, to kind of get all aspects of the hobby into play. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And yeah, it's unfortunate that I can't use my griffin, so I won't bother painting that. But I can, and you can't proxy it for a great eagle, because I could do a hero on a noble on a great hero, or on a great eagle, but it's not allowed. So I think I might have to pick up some great eagles, because without the Lord slot, that frees up a bunch of points we can use in rare. And because the wood elves are great at traveling quickly through rough terrain and at shooting, I thought I would focus on magic and heavy hitters like the sword masters and the dragon riders, or dragon princes in the back, and also the sea guard and the spearmen for core, because they're very, very, I got to use the spearmen to their full potential in my last game. And when they're ranked up like that, all 4 ranks can attack if they're not charging, because of the spear rule and the martial prowess rule. They stack. So that's really awesome. So I'll definitely have to field those guys. And I'll have to get some shields for them, because if I want to pay for shields, the models have to represent that. Anyway, so I've rambled on enough. I'll talk about the crystal brush next time, maybe. The cool thing is that the tournament and the entry for the crystal brush are on different days. So I could use, I'm sure people are cringing about this, I can use the models that I've painted for the crystal brush in the game, and hopefully they won't get damaged. And I don't know if you can enter a unit, but anyway, I'll talk about that later. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.